good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's right. He's got his man. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to do it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Movement here from the tight end. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got a man. It's Green. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They want to just keep throwing it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Hicks. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Turns it loose. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Finds his man. It's McClain. Afterburner's coming. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
To throw, it's right. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's got it! Touchdown, Louisville!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClain. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for space. It's Green. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on the kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels,
and they get the sack just like that.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That's caught. It's Green. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This offense has a second down play. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Find his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. He's looking for an open man on second down. It's complete. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Pulled and fired complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Off play action. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Return is brought down at the 31, and your North Carolina Tar Heels will take over.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He lost one down the sideline. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Give to Brown. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Back to throw, it's right. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play.
North Carolina.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Yeah, he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
No screen plays. You really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He's got it down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
And the Cardinals in the hurry-up. To the air, it's right. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Running toward the tape. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good, solid tackle.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll try the run. Keeps the legs moving. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To give to the big fullback. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that 1st down.
And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Green. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got to really...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's right. He finds his man. They get him down after he makes the catch. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, UNC! And the pummeling has started. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the ball is intercepted. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
North Carolina, 57, Louisville, 29.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner goes down. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had